Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! So, when you will be seeing this, it will be the 1st of January. So I thought, what better day to, set up my binders for 2024. So I've kind of shuffled how I kind of want my binders set up. I'm going to preface this now. Please ignore if you can see this, because I can see it and it looks atrocious, but I've taken the vinyl off of this binder and it's just temporary. This one will be being replaced. They just haven't arrived yet. But splitting everything down into 4 different binders. That's excluding my savings challenge binder. But like my sinking funds and stuff are being split into the 4. So yeah, let's get started. First one is just going to be kind of like my me folder. So I am putting in my stuff like a weekly spending and stuff like that. So it's going to have a little me folder in it. And then I'm going to keep my self-care one because that kind of covers my hair and my nails and stuff. But I am adding a health folder, which will cover like the opticians, doctors, dentists, stuff like that, because that is one of my priorities for this year. In any case, just make sure I go to the opticians more and stuff like that. So that's a new one that's going in. If I can put it in. Oh man. I am then putting in, let's see, I am putting in my clothes one is being moved over to here. So the whole point of this one is just a little me expense. So it's gonna have oh, that's in the wrong pile. It's gonna have like just stuff from hobbies and stuff. So I've got a little books one which is gonna have this cute little tracker in. So just expenses for me, treat yourself, right? So that's my little book tracker and a little folder for it. I'm then gonna have a room one because my plan for 2024, like my big goal is to kind of get my room redecorated and renovated. So this one, I say that probably won't happen, but this one's going into this folder. And then I've got this one, I've named it Adventures just because I didn't know what else to call it, but I kind of want to get out, not necessarily go on holiday, but kind of travel a bit more. So like one thing I want to do is go up to Edinburgh, so that will be for this. And then I have this little tracker for it. So here's hoping Edinburgh might be happening this year. I keep putting that one off, but I also kind of need to convince one of my sisters to come with me because I do not want to be visiting Edinburgh alone. So, if any of my sisters are watching, guys, anyone up for Edinburgh? But yeah, this one's going to be my little me folder. Again, this is being changed. I promise it's being changed. Hopefully this will be the last time you see this grey one, dependent on when the parcel wants to arrive. But my little me folder, all done. Second one is, I think this is just kind of like a general savings one. I don't know how else to call it. It's going to be just birthdays, Christmas, stuff like that. So just kind of all over general savings. So I've kind of dumped all my folders and like any trackers or anything that's gone into each one, so I kind of know which binders for what for doing this, because honestly I would have no clue what I'm doing if I didn't. I would lose my marbles. So it's gonna have like birthdays, emergency fund and stuff like that. So first one going in will be the birthdays one, which I have updated the tracker on, and we've got a nice little cute little birthdays one. I will be filling these in just to catch up to what I have got already, but I don't want to make you guys sit and watch me colour in a bunch of little tiny balloons and a bunch of little Christmas trees and like cross off some lights. But they will be coloured in. Next time we do a cash stuffing, it will be, coloured in, up to date. Christmas, I've kept the envelope. I couldn't be bothered to make a new one because, you know, it's been Christmas. I wanted to spend time with the family, but I did make a new little tracker for it. So each one of these lights is going to be 10. So let's see if I actually managed to get the right amount I need for Christmas this year instead of having to leave it to the last minute for everything to be covered. And then I'm putting in my emergency fund into this one, a month ahead, and then I made one of my focuses. I've got so many focuses this year, guys. Like 2024 is going to be like a kind of growth year for me, or I want it to be a growth year for me. But I want to be able to spend more time with my family. So I've made this cute little tracker for it. The inspiration was I have a niece who is currently 5 years old, and I would love to be able to book time off in the summer to take a strawberry picking. So I thought, you know, nice little strawberries. But that one is going in here as well. But yeah, have you managed to get all your binders in order for this year? Because honestly, I've been waiting for a couple of binders to come in. If you can't tell by the fact I'm still waiting for one. And I kept putting it off and putting it off. And it's kind of like I need to do it now, or otherwise it's not going to get done. And then I'm going to be using the same binders for 2024 as I was using 2023. This one is kind of like, this one is going to be like my pride and joy binder. Because if you haven't watched any of my other videos, I'm currently saving up for a motorbike, which includes the bike, the insurance, any extra gear that I want to treat myself to. But this is going to be the bike binder, and I am completely unprepared. I just kind of rammed stuff in here. Give me 5 seconds and I will make sure I've got everything I need to set this one up. I'm all sorted finally. See, I told you, if I didn't prep beforehand, I'd be scuppered. Absolutely scuppered. So this one's going to have my main bike folder. This is going to be used for if I'm putting any money specifically extra out of my weekly kind of cash stuffings for the bike. This is going to go in here, and then periodically I will be taking everything out of here and then probably posting an individual video while I'm stuffing some of the challenges, because I'm going to have some bike specific challenge. I say bike specific, they're not bike themed, but they're specific for this binder and saving up for the bike. We then have my bike insurance one, which I've updated my little tracker for. Again, that will be getting filled out. I just can't be bothered to do it, if I'm being honest. I don't want to make you sit through it because that can get really repetitive very quickly. The challenges that I'm going to be doing for this one, I've got quite a few, just because a bike's a big expense and it's a big layout. So I'm going to be doing the 100 envelopes challenge for this one, and then the penny saver is also being put towards my bike. So these can get shoved in here, because these I have tins off to the side, which will have the money going in here, because if I tried to, it would not fit. I then have this dice rolls one, which is just a really simple one, be putting in what I'm saving. So this one will have a little bag off to the side, because this will be small change. And again, I'm trying to avoid having stretched envelopes. I then I've made myself quite a few, because of the amount that I kind of wanted to put into this binder. I made myself a few, because that would have been a huge outlay on trackers, and right after Christmas there was no way I could afford that. So I just kind of made, because, you know, road trips every season, I made some little seasonal trackers, just some super simple ones, and these will be going in here, because these will be saved for when I get my bike, so I can go on little trips with my friends and stuff like that eventually, once I have the bike. But, you know, preemptive thinking, isn't it? You know, better have the money first beforehand, because I think we all get to a bit ahead when it comes to trips. I know I do, definitely. And then I just made a really super simple road trips one, which again, not necessarily being used for road trips, but just had a little bit of extra. I like doing challenges. I feel accomplished when I do them, so the more challenges, the merrier, right? I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? The more challenges, I feel more accomplished with them. So why not do quite a few of them? So this is, oh man, this is the most full one out of all of them. But yeah, that's specifically the bike one. If you can't tell, that one sticks out like a sore thumb, so we know definitely what that one's going to be. And then the last binder is, I think this is more like sinking funds, like traditional sinking funds, and debt payoff. And then I think it's got a couple of bits just for the shop as well. So again, nothing, I don't think there's anything new going into this one because it's just sinking funds. But we're going to have my little loan payoff one in here, and then my subscriptions for Amazon, Apple Play and Microsoft, because, you know, little bits of enjoyment in life. And then who doesn't need Microsoft, you know? I do tend to use Google Docs more, but my mum helps with this one. She helps, she puts money towards it as well, so it's being kept. I probably will end up going to Google Docs eventually. But then we just have the two business ones, which is any extra input that I need to put into the business. So there's like a big layout, stuff for that. And then my little tax one for that time of the year that I think every person that's categorized as self-employed absolutely enjoys, tax season. But yeah, so these are my binders for 2024. I feel, I was looking over them and I was like, do I have too many binders? But looking at it now, the 4, I'm quite chuffed I've managed to get it to 4. Everything's slightly more organised, you know. But yeah, so hope you all guys have a lovely start to the new year. And yeah, let's get the year off to a good start. Get the ball rolling, right guys? See you later.